Good morning, children. In the previous video, we have studied about the great grasslands, and we saw that these grasslands are known by different names in different parts of the world. Let us recapitulate the temperate grasslands. What do you understand by the word grassland, children? Yes, an area covered with grass is called grassland. The land here is wavy. Look at the picture, children. Is the land flat, straight? No, it's wavy, up and down. In the lower classes, we have studied that the soil receives its nutrients from the decaying of grass and grass roots. So in grasslands also, the soil receives its nutrients from the decaying of grass and grass roots. As I said it before, these grasslands are known by different names in different parts of the world. We will refer to the world map. Now, the grasslands in North America are called the prairies, and in Eurasia, the grassland is called the steppes. The continent of Asia and Europe together makes Eurasia. Look at the picture, children. These are the prairies of North America. These grasslands are huge area in the middle of North America. What do you mean by prairies? Prairies means a wide area of flat land without trees. It has only grass. Look at this picture. Can you find any trees here? No, you can see only grass. Now, in North America, you will find types of prairies, like the tall grass prairies in the east, mixed grass prairies in the central, and short grass prairies in the west of North America. Due to agriculture, very little of the original prairies have remained. These are very suitable for growing wheat, oats. Now in this area you will find several cities and small towns. The next grassland which we studied was the steppes of Eurasia. Now steppes are spread across Mongolia, China, and Russia to Europe. Look at this map, children. Here is China, across Mongolia, and then Russia to Europe. Now the grass here looks silvery and it turns yellow in the summer. Flowers like wild tulip and poppies grow in this grassland. Now the climate in Eurasia, in the steppes of Eurasia, can be dry and very cold. And in Europe, much of the grasslands have been turned into agricultural land. Have you all understood till here? We stopped till steppes last time. Today we will study about the other grasslands. Now we will move on to the next continent, South America. The grasslands in South America are called the pampas. In South America, these grasslands lie mainly in Argentina and Uruguay. Argentina and Uruguay are the regions in South America. Look at this map, children. This is the map of South America. Now the climatic conditions in these regions is warm and humid. Can you guess, children, why the climate is warm and humid? Look at the map. Look here too and look at this map also. Why is it humid? Yes, because these regions are near to the sea. So the climate is humid and warm. The climate here is suitable for variety of grasses which are food for grazing animals. Can you name a few grazing animals, children? Correct. Goat, cow, horse, sheep are some grazing animals. Therefore, these regions have cattle ranching. Ranching means running a large farm which is used for raising cattle like horses or sheep. Look at this picture, children. These are the ranchers. Ranchers means a huge farm used for raising cattle. Let's move on to the other continent. The grasslands in South Africa. This is Africa and this is South Africa. The grasslands in South Africa are called the veldt. Here is South Africa. In this region, the area is vast and does not have any trees in the interior of South Africa. A few trees are found in some places. Here too you will find grazing animals, and these grazing animals do not let the trees grow. And the last grassland is the Downs of Australia. Look at the map here, children. This is Australia and the grassland here is called the Downs. These grasslands have grasses with varying heights. They have small and tall grasses. And the height of grass depends upon the soil and the climatic conditions of the area. The Downs of Australia are one of the largest grazing areas in the world for sheep. Now children, we will stop the lesson here. In the next video, we will study about the animal life, the people and the environment of the temperate zone. Alright children? Now for the homework, you will read the chapter till the Downs of Australia. And you will stick a world map and mark the different grasslands. The map work has to be done in pencil only. Alright? Bye children and take care.